Good morning. Happy Friday. Happy almost afternoon on your Friday. This is your Friday edition of Weather Where You Are. And I am First Alert Meteorologist Ella Dorsey. Guys, we made it through a crazy week of weather. We had a lot of storms, and then we had a hurricane, and now the weather is shaping up to be absolutely beautiful. This is one of the best Labor Day forecasts I think I've given since I moved home to Atlanta 8 years ago. So really exciting. First little taste of fall after a really crazy last month and a half of heat, right? So let's take a live look because we did start the day with clouds. Lake Lanier, a lot of people going to be out on the lakefront. I actually put this camera up a few minutes ago and there were people like walking around on that dock. And then on your right is downtown, which is also seeing some clearing skies. We're going to get a little bit of sunshine in the next couple hours, and then the clouds will build back in this afternoon. We have a pretty decent easterly breeze coming in. We call this the wedge. It's a wedge of cool air that rides down from the northeast, gets wedged up against the Appalachian Mountains, and comes down into Georgia. That wind is a really big signal of that cooler air. So you're going to notice that breeze through the afternoon. It's going to cut the heat. It's going to make it feel amazing outside. Current temperature is still in the 70s. I mean, it just doesn't get better than that. Also, y'all, I just want to give you some perspective. I'm going to show you the hour-by-hour temperatures to let you know that highs today will be in the low 80s. Average high for this time of year is 87. How great is that? Okay, so highs in the low 80s. Your evening, 75 at 8 p.m. You see the guy on the dock, bottom right? Yep. Don't you wish you could just jump through the screen? I say this all the time. When we show those cameras and their people's taking their boat out, I'm like, yo, call me up, okay? I'm trying to get on a boat, guys, this weekend. It's going to be a great weekend to spend the week. Okay, I want to give you guys some perspective. Here's your high temperatures today. Few showers occurring down towards LaGrange right now. Everywhere else, you will not see any rain, okay? Don't let these clouds that build back in this afternoon make you think it's going to rain. It's not going to rain today. 84 is the high today. Look at where we were a week ago. We were sitting at 98 degrees. It was 99 last Saturday, 97 last Sunday. So, man, this is quite a bit cooler, isn't it, than it was a week ago? Yeah. Let's also talk about the dew point. Okay, we talk about the dew point a lot when we are talking about humidity. And the humidity has been so high, right? Through the day today, that humidity is going to completely drop off. Right now, you can see down in LaGrange, Carrollton, it's still quite humid. Dew points are in the 70s. But over in Athens and Blairsville, dew points are in the 60s. Watch what happens through the day today. Those dew points fall into the 50s across East Georgia. And by tomorrow, we are all in the 50s. I added that big smiley face because that's some of the driest air, the lowest humidity that we felt since like the middle of May. So it's going to feel amazing outside tomorrow. And that dry air is really going to stick with us over the course of the next week. Take a look at that. That's really, guys, this is like a little taste of fall, okay, that we're getting here. We usually don't see this dry air till the middle of September, so we're getting that dry air a few weeks early. Tomorrow, we're going to start the day with pretty cloudy conditions, but those clouds will decrease the day. So when you wake up, don't be sad. If you want to get out, the sunshine will return by the afternoon. Highs will still be in the mid-80s. With the lower humidity, our temperatures are also able to drop further at night. So by Sunday morning, I think we're going to see some areas in the low 60s. I'm not even going to rule out the 50s for the mountains. So it's going to be a crisp, cool morning. Oh man, plenty of sunshine. And if you're not ready to let go of summer yet, don't worry. By Labor Day itself, we're back to 91 degrees under mostly sunny skies. Guys, not a single drop of rain this holiday weekend, okay? Let's talk about the temperature outlook for next week. The first half of September is looking really warm across the entire United States. Pretty much the entire continental U.S. is expecting above average temperatures. What does that mean for us here? Well, I expect highs in the 90s starting on Monday and pretty much lasting through next week, possibly even into mid-September. So, wanted to show you that to tell you to take advantage of today and tomorrow and even Sunday when it feels really nice outside and we see highs in the 80s, okay? All right, let's check in on the tropics because, man, they are active, okay? Idalia is now off the coast. It's completely dissipated. But we have Hurricane Franklin, which is a Cat 1 storm. We have Tropical Storm Jose, which is right next to it. Both of these will have no impact on the United States and on land. Then Gert, believe it or not, that little circle, red circle you see, reformed earlier this morning. So Gert is now spinning in the Atlantic. It's going to have no impact on land. There's also a little wave coming off of Africa. You can see that with the blue dot. That is going to be a short-lived tropical storm, probably going to be named Katia, and might form either today or tomorrow. It also will have no impact on land. But look further to the east, like all the way over in Africa. You see those storms blossoming in Western Africa? So those are actually usually thunderstorms in Africa can be the origin storms for hurricanes. They come off of the coast, they ride over the Atlantic Ocean, and they start getting fuel from the warm waters in the Atlantic, and they become tropical lows. We're going to see that next week, okay? So you see those thunderstorms blooming off of the coast of Africa. Now look at that big orange area in the middle of the Atlantic. That's where those storms are headed, and that is a region we're going to be watching closely next week. I will tell you that both of our long-range models, the GFS and the Euro, do have some sort of strong tropical storm, possibly a hurricane developing next week from those thunderstorms, and that's the region we're going to watch, the Mid-Atlantic. So this could be our next potential hurricane, and I will say both of the long-range models are bringing this pretty close to the United States. If that does occur, that will be something that we're watching not for impact next week, but the week after next, so towards mid-September, okay? And also, this is not abnormal for this time of year. We are in the height of the tropical season, which occurs September 11th is the peak day of the season, but usually all of September is really, really active for us, and that's because the ocean waters are at their warmest. So certainly something that we will be watching and keeping you updated with. We're not in the clear yet, okay? But we are in the clear for the next 7 days, guys. I mean, this is one of the best 7-day forecasts I've shown all year. No first alerts for you. We will be back into the 90s next week. And again, like I said, it does look very warm through the first half of September. So today, tomorrow, that cooler air, take it in. Take advantage of it. That humidity, low humidity will stay with us through the end of the weekend. If you are a Dogs fan, if you are a football fan, which many of you are, congratulations. Football is back. I know what I will be doing tomorrow. I'll be watching the Dogs kick butt. All right. Outside. Get outside. Enjoy this weather. Okay? All right, y'all. I'll see you back here on Monday for Weather Where You Are.